Well, yes, if you guys just started dating, but if you guys are heavily involved or you're married to someone, I'd rather they kiss my locks. Definitely single because I don't want anyone to see how awkward I am, in a large setting as it is. So definitely single. I have no problem with that. It doesn't bother me as long as you treat me properly and your friends know that I am number one. That's all that counts. Oh, and also let them know that you love ladies with locks. Okay. No, diamonds aren't a girl's best friend. I like all different types of metals. Even for my wedding ring, I wasn't too fancy about what I wanted. It's just a symbol. No, diamonds aren't a girl's best friend. I love my hair down. Anything looking Victoria's Secret, I love it. Would I straighten my hair? I don't have to. Locks are very versatile. My hair is straight when it's already washed, unless I curl it. Lock love. I like Maybelline falsies. And do I get my nails done? No. All these oils and stuff I'm constantly putting in my hair. No way. Actually, I like men's magazines more, like Hustler and all of those that have all the girly pictures, because I like to take all of those styles and fix them for looks. Neither, because I'm either in some sort of bodycon dress or some sort of hippie type. That's what some people tell me. That's what I look like. Hippie type, flowy sort of top with some sort of leggings. So it's either some sort of bodycon, Victoria's Secret type thing, or flowy type of artsy wear. I tend to wear fabrics that are very smooth. I try to use mostly cotton because cotton doesn't dry out my locks, and all that furry stuff, which is very pretty, it's really not good for locks, especially when it starts to stick to it with all that lint. But I do occasionally wear those beautiful sweaters because I just love it and it's so bloody sexy. And yes, sometimes I will wear earrings that are tend to sort of like stick and jab into your locks because sometimes beauty hurts and I like the way that it looks with locks. Any colors that are very warm because I have warm undertones in my skin, I'll take any of them. I don't care. And that the same thing goes for locks. If you have warm undertones, try to get a color that is dark, like you're getting a sort of red. Try to get a dark brick red if you have, like warm undertones, stuff like that. Definitely flats. There's nothing worse than seeing somebody with locks who is trying to be sexy or trying to look cool or whatever, and you stumble and fall. There's nothing worse than seeing somebody with locks that happen to. Just think about it in your head, especially if you're running or jogging or whatever. Obviously, you're going to put on flats, but I'm just saying in general, hands down flats. And plus, I'm very tall. Not that I couldn't manage heels, but it's easier for me to get around in flats. I love the way those things look, but that's not for me. Flats all the way. Well, I'll choose Target only because it's more accessible in my area. I love Target. I like the different oils and stuff that they have for locks in there. It's very reasonable, so I don't have to go searching on Amazon. So I would say, yeah, Target. I like guys with locks, but it can't look too feminine. I mean, unless you're gay, you shouldn't. I don't like guys with feminine looking locks. I don't like it looking well manicured, well groomed. I like the hairline. Not, it doesn't have to look like bongo dreads or whatever. I mean, nothing wrong with bongo dreads either, but I'm just saying, it has to look rough and masculine. I don't like all that neat and super thin locks, and I hate to see guys with crinkles and curls in their hair. That just turns me off. And colors that are not your natural color. Like if you're brown, you could do a little lighter brown, but going extreme and doing all those shadings and stuff, I find that very feminine. I like a guy with a lot of testosterone, like my husband. My husband has locks and his are not feminine at all, and I make sure it stays like that. I am not down with that. I'm not about that life. Yes, I'm spoiled. I'm very spoiled. But who's spoiling me? Me. I spoil my own self, especially my locks. I make sure I get the oils that I want, and I buy them in abundance. That is why it's so good to make your own products, because you can make them as rich as you want. And that's why I don't go to a loctician, because I know it would cost a lot of money for what I want every single week. So I spoil myself. You hear me? And you lock lovers, you should be doing the same. Makeup is like a very good friend when it comes to locks, because look at my hairline. Very rough looking. It's not neatly manicured like a lot of those beautiful lock lovers out there. My hairline can't handle that. But because I have that to contend with, I have to make sure, I shape my brows. So you want to get a nice eyebrow pencil to do that. You want to do maybe a little bit of contouring around the eyes. You don't have to do a lot. You could just apply a little bit of eyeliner, liquid eyeliner or mascara, and some lip gloss, and you're good to go. But the point is, especially when you do the eyebrows, it sort of frames your face like, so it doesn't matter too much like what your hairstyle is, because the visually people's eyes are drawn right here. So it doesn't too much matter how your hairline looks. Like my hairline is not the best. I know that, but that's how I love it. Okay, look lovers? It depends on the complexity of the style. It could take anywhere from 5 minutes to 20 minutes, but that's the beauty of locks, especially if you learn how to do shit yourself. You can get that stuff done 1, 2, 3. And big ups to people who have thicker locks, because it takes a very short time to twist those locks and to groom them. I love all types of locks, but I think the thicker the lock, the stronger sometimes is, and it takes lesser time to groom. Yes, for Christmas time, I am planning to do some nice big sort of barrel curls, and I want a lot of red or white faux fake fur. And I'm thinking of something from Victoria's Secret to go along with that style. But yes, for the holidays definitely. Maybe this Christmas. Oh, and remember, lock lovers, you don't have to rely on just like sponge rollers to do your curls. Remember, you have different options. You have lock loops, bantu knots, the those little strings. Oh gosh, you know what I'm talking about. The pipe cleaners. Yeah, you have so many different options. Okay, so don't limit yourselves, and they will look beautiful. You hear me? And that is one of my peeves these days. People act like, I used to, but people act like you're in some sort of competition. What is that shit all about? I just want to admire your locks and give you a little compliment. They're like, oh. Or the classic, they just look away. When you about the sense that you're about to make contact, you get the slide and eye. And worst of all, when you see a guy with locks and he goes, in other words, yeah, but you don't have, that is not manly at all. I don't like to see that. I'd like to see a Mission Impossible type James Bond type girl with locks in one of those major movies, like a 007 movie. I would like to see America's Next Top Model, maybe like Lock Edition, you know, and regular mainstream television shows, like Grey's Anatomy, stuff like that. I would like to see like a whole Lock Edition type set. I would have to say definitely with locks for several reasons. With yes, you could grow your natural hair, just as long as locks with good care, proper moisturization, a good regimen. But it's harder to detect if locks are misbehaving, like you're having a bad hair day. It's easier to detect with natural hair or with processed hair than with locks. And you don't have the damage and stuff that you would get from loose natural hair or from processed hair. And you can do so many different styles, change it up really quickly. Not that you couldn't do that with other hairstyles, but the rate that you can switch up with locks and stuff, you can't do that with other, hairstyles, modes of wearing your hair, and that affects the overall health of your hair. And all the styles that you used to rock when you had either natural hair or processed hair, all of them can be done with locks. And even if you don't know how to do it, you can ask your loctician, or you can go on YouTube and look at all those beautiful YouTubers performing, like Pretty Poison and I think Bronze Goddess. And of course, Jessica Locks is full of information. So yes, it was fun doing that girly girl tag lock edition. Okay, lock lovers, until next time. Bye.